Salutations, welcome to Mad Tinker Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinker. Now, it's been a little while since I've posted a video. I know, I'll be slacking. I've been working 7 days a week for the last 2 weeks. It was about the last time I got to put a video up. It's been really tiresome. But I wanted to get one out because there's been a lot of stuff going on in the last 2 weeks. A lot of stuff. Now, the Fix MSF movement was in full swing. A lot of things are being done. If you looked at all the posts for the blogs, everything, all the information's coming out. But they've always been kind of, sketchy when you read it. But then they're doing actual things in game, which I find to be really, really nice. Now, I never was really worried about the gold aspect. I found that even though I was being confined by the gold, I was still getting enough to where I could deal with one character a day, leveling up a character a day. The gold wasn't so much of an issue. Having all of the non-farmables was a bigger issue for me than the gold. I don't mind being constrained a little bit. Most people that are free-to-play players don't really worry about it because, you're struggling to get your characters anyway. And, don't get me wrong, I've still put some money into the game, as I'm going to show you here when I go through my roster for my development for hopefully doing DD3 here soon. But for me, these great things are happening in the game. They've opened up some extra areas, some new campaigns. That's not new for most people. They've seen them already. They've been in there playing. But you're getting farmable characters like Black Widow and Colossus in the new campaigns. You're getting extra layers in your challenges that will add a lot more aspect to it. Now, some of the challenges, the rewards seem still a little sketchy to me, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. Instead, this video is about my thoughts on teams worthy of building for DD3. When I went and reviewed my past few videos, the ones most people were interested in were the characters. People, were interested in the top 10 characters or teams that I thought were really good to go into DD3. Now, initially, when I was like DD3, I was like, these guys that are in the top tier alliances are going to take their teams they've been running Ultima 7, and they're going to break them down and use them. And in the first one, those will probably just use their straight Ultima 7 teams. Now, most Ultima 7 teams will be, of course, Ultron, Scientist Supreme, Minerva, and then you'll throw in whatever you feel like. Those are the three core. A lot of people use Phoenix and Colossus. A lot of people use Hela and Vision. A lot of people use Invisible Woman and Captain Marvel, and those are great guys. So I took that kind of a list, those main characters right there, and I broke them down when I was looking at it over Global, Cosmic, and City. Now, the good news is something's happened that I didn't think was going to happen. Somebody's already beat Dark Dimension 3. Let me go show you here. It was something I really didn't expect. I thought this was going to take a lot longer than it did. But Dark Dimension 3 here, and this is not anything new. Most people who play, I've already seen this guy named Japan. I'm not sure what these symbols are. I think it's Toyota. I will have to go back and do some study on that. But anyway, this guy has beat Dark Dimensions 3, and he's going to be able to get his name put up in one of the battle zones, and he's going to pick 100 shards of a character soon. But look, he's already 100%ed it. The next closest guys are in Legion of Cabal at 37%, so they're not even halfway done. And I figured if anybody was going to do it, like Legion or Pants were going to be the first ones to crush through it. So that tells you this guy right here, I'm thinking he's like Kraken level. The teams he used, their damage rate, like somebody was bringing up the damage rates on it, and he was probably having to attack like 8 or 9 times on some of these nodes. So he was spinning refreshes right and left, but he's done it, and more power to him. If you have the money, if you have the ability, and you can do it, this guy, he's up there. He's got some amazing stuff going through. And the teams he beat it with weren't anything super crazy. There were things that I figured were going to be in place, like the City team. I figured it was going to be Defenders or Spider-Verse, using the symbiote Spider-Man. which I don't have the Symbiote Spider-Man. A lot of people don't have the Symbiote Spider-Man, especially free-to-play players. So for me, when I looked at his lineup, he used the Defenders minus Daredevil plus Symbiote Spider-Man. And I include Punisher in the Defenders because that's the typical lineup. So it was like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Punisher, and Symbiote Spider-Man. And that's what he took in for his city guys. He just pumped them all the way up to tier 14 and took them in, and he mowed through that. There was no contest there. It was a smooth transition for him, and he managed to do this. And that's the team that I believe most people are going to try to run if you can get Symbiote Spider-Man. And you've got time. I mean, it's going to take a while to get your teams through those first 12 nodes. You'll have time to build him up. He's going to come up for sale again if you have the money to buy him. Do it. If not, I'm going to probably end up going just the straight Defenders route. Because, well, I have nothing better that I can throw at it. And it will take me longer until I can get Symbiote Spider-Man up, but that's one thing that I'll be doing. But anyway, when I was going through this and I broke it down, teams that I thought people were going to be using, of course, like I said, were their basic U7 teams, breaking them down and spreading them out into the different ones. Now, Scientist Supreme and Ultron are both global, and they're really big. Shuri is also global, and that's one of the big ones that people had in their lineups. I believe it was like Ultron, Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Falcon, and Minerva were a big team when it first started going. So people probably had Shuri built up really well, and she's an amazing character. So my picks were going to be Ultron, Shuri, Scientist Supreme, Phoenix, because she's another super strong character, and the next closest one I've got was Sabretooth. Now, initially, I was thinking to myself, well, why not try like a Bro-Rauders? Brotherhood mixed with Marauders. But when you look at it realistically, the amount of mutant stuff you need will take you a really long time to build that up. So this seems like it'll be a little faster. Now, my initial thought was going to be like Magneto, Juggernaut, Mr. Sinister, Sabretooth, and Phoenix, because I wanted a power character. But when I'm looking at it, I believe that I can probably get Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Ultron, Sabretooth, and Phoenix geared relatively quickly to go in. Now, my Ultron's a little iffy, and I'll show you my characters here in a bit. Actually, I'll just go ahead and bring them up now. What I was looking at is my Sabretooth, I'm only 2 away on it. I'm only 2 away on my Phoenix. I'm 4 away here. I'm 4 away on my Scientist Supreme. So I'm still not anywhere close. I don't even have a T14 guy. In my alliance, I think we have one guy that has a T14 Phoenix and nothing else big. But when I'm looking at it, Sabretooth, Phoenix, Ultron, Scientist Supreme, Shuri, and Mr. Sinister up here. But my Mr. Sinister's only 3 stars, so I probably won't go with him. And whichever ones I can get ready quickly, this is going to be the first group that I'm going to try to build up, the global aspect. That gives me at least the 4 first nodes and the 4 global nodes to work on, and then I can move into the cosmic area. Now, when I build these up, there's also a character that everybody is just kind of tossing in there just to get that 5th guy to get in there and go at it, and that's Shield Trooper, because he doesn't require any special uniques. He's just, if you've got the basic uniques and you can get him to 75, you can T14 him pretty well. So he's my backup guy. So whichever 4 of these I can get going first, plus him, we'll get there. Then I went with the Cosmic. And in the Cosmic, everybody's already got Invisible Woman. They've got Minerva built up. They've got Hela built up because they're running like Hela Vision. And Captain Marvel is huge as well. So there's 4 Cosmic guys most people already had built up to swap in and out with their teams in U7. And I feel like those are the same characters, 4 of them anyway, that you can get at a relatively easy pace to be able to go into the game and do what you want. So, right, here's my Hela, getting my Captain Marvel ready to go. And then as a backup character, I'm thinking maybe Doctor Strange or Mordo. I think being able to flip aspects, being able to have a regeneration is going to be something that's useful. You want to be able to outlast. Also, using Mordo and his spreading, or Doctor Strange flipping their effects and then using Hela's spread ability is going to be amazing. I mean, I think those will hold up really well and keep that going. Now, here's my weak spot. I've never built up my Defenders. never. I didn't like that. I made them get up to 70 because you kind of needed them, half-assed for a war defense. So they're at 70s. That is going to be my last and final pull-up. That'll be what I'll work on last. But in the meantime, I'm going to really try to push Captain Marvel. I'm going to try to push Hela. And my Minerva's already 75, so I'm not too worried about her. So I've got a 75 Minerva, get my Hela up there, get my Captain Marvel up there, get Doctor Strange, and my Invisible Woman. My Invisible Woman is low. I just recently unlocked her after I got my Sinister Six up. I'm waiting for them to come back so I can 7-star. But when I was going through this, you want to get all your tunes that you can up as high as you can. I'm going to have weak spots. My Scientist Supreme I didn't really build up. My Minerva I didn't really build up. But the best teams that I still feel comfortably to go into this, and this is what I had: Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Ultron, Phoenix, and then whatever other one you can get in there. Mr. Sinister, Mr. Sinister or Sabretooth or Shield Trooper, whichever one you can get in there. And even my Deadpool is close enough to where I could count him to try and get in there. Those are all just a throw-in 5th character to get him in there. I think Mr. Sinister has better value to it because of the extra heals and his ability to steal somebody from your opponents and give them to you. For the cosmic side, Invisible Woman, Minerva, Hela, Captain Marvel, and then throw in somebody like Doctor Strange or Mordo. The Defenders is what I'm going to have to run with. I don't have somebody with Spider-Man. I will probably never be able to get him built up to 7 stars and go in fast enough to do that. So that's what I'm going to build. You've seen my characters right here in my roster. Those are the ones that we're going to work on, guys. So that's what I'm going to build up here over the next couple of days. I believe that that is the best evaluation that I can give you. It's pretty much taking your U17, maybe running it solely for the first 4 to get through, and then breaking them down and adding a few extra characters in there. So Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Ultron, and then throwing whatever else you can get. Phoenix, Sabretooth, Deadpool, Mr. Sinister, all viable options. Magneto, if you can get him in there. Juggernaut, I believe. But take that core that you've got and just break them down and put them in there. That's my best advice to you. If you're running U7, you should be fairly well ready to try and get your roster set up for Dark Dimensions 3. And I'm hoping that my advice pans out for most of you. So pick those characters carefully. Look at them based on how many red stars you've got, which ones are easier for you to get gear for. Like if you do a Phoenix, Mr. Sinister, and Sabretooth combination, that's 3 mutants. You might not want to do that. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards like an Ultron. But like I said, I've already got my Phoenix and Sabretooth pretty close, so I'm probably going to try to push them more than getting Ultron ready to go. So Phoenix, Sabretooth, if I could get Mr. Sinister up there, we'll work that. But I also happen to be down here. If you look at these characters, I'm pretty well stocked on Deadpool. Groot's ready to go too. I mean, I think Groot is probably one of the better cosmic guys to put in. If you can get Groot versus Doctor Strange or Mordo, work with it. I mean, like I said, Doctor Strange, Mordo, and Groot are my top 3 picks for extra cosmic people. So go with that. And that's it for this video today. I'm going to go and start blitzing because, I think I'm relatively close on these milestones. Heartbreaker here. I've been slaying it, and I still don't think I'm going to be able to pull all this off. We've only got 22 hours left, and I need over 1,700 points worth of hearts. I doubt I will get those. If I'm lucky, I can get to this one right here and get the nanites and stuff, and I can use them on Scientist Supreme. That's my goal with these right here, Scientist Supreme, because I think she's the better play over Ultron at this point, just to get her in there, the healing and the ability she's going to toss. Don't get me wrong, I still think Ultron's a super great character, but this is what I'm going for. If I can get that and this right here, this would help out tremendously, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. I don't think I have enough time. But I'm going to get back to Blitz and get back to my war. I wanted to put that video out for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gives you some insight on the characters. Let me know what you think down in the bottom. If there's some other characters that you would put in versus what I've suggested, go ahead. I know Ultron will take forever to get leveled up, so you know he might not be a great choice for most people. But leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Click the little bell icon there so you receive notifications when I do put up another video. I know it's been kind of erratic this last couple of weeks, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to get back on a good schedule again for you all. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you decide on some characters to put into play to go towards DD3. And hey, enjoy it. Share my videos. Help me grow, guys. I'm here for you guys. Put whatever you feel like in the comments down below. Give me some suggestions. Let me know what you think about the Fantastic Four finally being completely farmable. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.